Ray Ford versus Anthony Cacace. An upcoming fight on the Moses Ituama undercard. And it might actually be better than the main event with Moses versus Dillion Whyte. Now, Ray Ford and Anthony Cacace, they're sort of two, like, not necessarily opposing styles, but they make for a perfect matchup where Anthony Cacace is this very in the pocket, aggressive volume puncher, and Ray Ford he's aggressive too, but he throws less punches than Cacace. And not only that, he seems to be more defensively sound, where Cacace, he comes into fights with his hands down and not really, I don't want to say defensively aware, but he looks like his main goal is to hurt people. Like in the Joe Cordina fight, a lot of people tried to write him off saying, oh, it was a punch after a separation, even though Cordina was throwing punches after the separation the entire time. He was forward the entire time. He doesn't really back up, where Ray Ford fights off his back foot. And I think that's where the problem is going to be in the fight, where it looks like Ray Ford only lost the Nick Ball fight, where I thought he was leading in offense and defense. He looks like he lost it because he fights off his back foot, and Nick Ball was coming forward, throwing lots of punches and combinations, where Ford kind of kept it to a minimum 1-2 punch combos, usually in a counter. But I think that's where Anthony Cacace can kind of take the fight for himself, when he's pushing forward, throwing punches. He's not really caring. Like, he's a tough guy, he has a chin, he'll just take the punches. And that's not to say that Ray Ford can't hurt him, because he made Nick Ball bleed. He wobbled Gonzalez. He has power, but if you compare their knockouts, Anthony Cacace, just from a numbers point of view, has more power in his hands, or at least he's a more aggressive fighter, which he is. And that doesn't mean Ray Ford can't turn up his aggression. He can definitely start to let his hands go, but to the momentum of a Cacace, I don't think so. And that's probably where the fight is going to come to us, into the Anthony Cacace's field. And I know Ray Ford, he's the upcoming talent, but it seems like his fighting off the back foot is going to be a disadvantage compared to Anthony Cacace's style of punching, constantly letting punches go. That's where the ball goes into Anthony's court. But I say Ray Ford's advantage in this fight is going to be his slow. That's the problem. It is kind of a slow style. Yeah, he lets his hands go, but only after he hurts you. And yes, that's a smarter plan. But if Anthony's constantly throwing even after you hurt him, and you don't drop him, you don't knock him out, when Ray Ford isn't known to knock out his opponents, that creates the problem of Anthony being able to stack up points and build momentum on Ray Ford. But it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a Deadpool, and I'm excited for it. But I was watching the I'm pretty sure it's the Gonzalez fight where no, it was the Kurkalamayov. It was some Russian dude that Ray Ford went against, and he was being overwhelmed by the pressure. But ultimately, despite him kind of being knocked around a bit, he finishes the opponent. And that's what could happen with Anthony Cacace, even though going against Josh Wellington, going against Leigh Wood and all these good guys, he never got dropped once. It is a possibility with Ray Ford. He's a bigger guy than everybody else. Anthony has fought in the past, so I could definitely see that going, or that happening, a knockout in Ray Ford's favor. But obviously there's the Anthony Cacace dangers. He's still a great fighter. He's still an overwhelming puncher, and Ray Ford's been overwhelmed before very easily because he fights off the back foot. But for this fight, I gotta go with Ray Ford. Upcoming talent. Anthony Cacace's great, but I got Ray Ford not only on the size level, but from a technical view. With Anthony Cacace's low hands, I just believe that Ray Ford is the style to maybe put him out, but at least sustain him for 12 rounds. I see that at least happen.